The theater was filled with quiet tension as the next contestant walked slowly onto the stage. The lights were bright, the audience was waiting, and the judges looked ready for another ordinary audition. Simon Cowell leaned back in his chair with his usual serious expression, expecting nothing surprising. But something about this moment felt different. The young performer standing in the center looked nervous, holding the microphone with shaking hands, yet there was a strange determination in their eyes. Nobody in the room could have imagined what was about to happen. The contestant introduced themselves softly, their voice barely above a whisper. They spoke about their life, their struggles, and how music was the only thing that kept them going. The story was heartbreaking, growing up with almost nothing, facing rejection, and still daring to dream. The audience listened closely, and even the judges seemed more attentive than usual. Simon's expression remained unreadable, but his eyes showed curiosity. This wasn't just another audition, this was something personal. Then the music began. The first note came out gentle, almost fragile, but it carried emotion so deep that the entire room fell silent. The contestant's voice was unlike anything anyone expected, raw, powerful, and full of pain and hope at the same time. Every word felt like it came from a place of truth. Within seconds, the audience was completely captivated. Even Simon, known for being hard to impress, slowly leaned forward, his face changing from boredom to shock. As the performance continued, the singer poured their soul into the song. Tears began forming in the eyes of people sitting in the crowd. One judge covered their mouth in disbelief. The contestant wasn't just singing, they were telling their life story through music. The emotion was so intense that it felt like time had stopped. Simon Cowell sat frozen, his eyes locked on the stage, as if he couldn't believe what he was hearing. Halfway through the song, something extraordinary happened. The singer hit a note so perfect, so full of heartbreak and beauty, that the entire audience erupted into gasps. It was the kind of moment that sends chills down your spine. Simon's jaw dropped slightly, something rarely seen. The other judges looked at him, shocked, not just by the performance, but by Simon's reaction. This was one of those once-in-a-lifetime auditions that people would remember forever. When the final note echoed through the theater, there was a pause, complete silence. For a few seconds, nobody moved. Then suddenly, the audience exploded into thunderous applause, standing on their feet. The contestants stood there, trembling, tears streaming down their face. Simon Cowell remained silent, staring at the performer with an expression that was almost emotional. Finally, he spoke softly. "I did not expect that. That was unbelievable." And in that moment, everyone knew they had just witnessed something truly unforgettable.